Hello, hello, Austrakear here, and now to return to his origin. And this time, it will be around with Toal. I did beat the game on hard with him, but I'm not doing that again. I just want to have simple fun. Nothing to argue. This is terrible. The demonic power is distorting the very ground itself, and the distortion is creating even more demons. We may have been too late in sealing away the Claria. Indeed. Ria, do you think we were wrong to do it? Using the black pill so cavalry teaching the human magic creating the Claria? Look what consequence our action have wrought. But we were not well aware this could happen, since the very day we chose to lead them away from the sinking land, it has always been a possibility. No matter what happens, we must see this truly to the end. It is our paradise after all, a utopia built by a pair of young, naive deities working in tandem with equally young, naive humans. We cannot allow the demonic essence to be used by that man. We must intervene. You're right, of course. What's wrong? I sense something over there. I feel like tempered Claria. Is it? There can be no doubt. It is his. It should come as no surprise, just as with Soul, neither of us has been able to sense him since that day. Don't no one must marvel that a sword of Claria could wind up in a state such as this. It would seem he was careless, Ria. What is? He's alive. What? I don't know how, but he's still alive. This one itself has told me so. Uh, yes, I can feel it too. Careless, as you said, yet warm. It is unmistakably the same light. All of our destinies are bound within that tower. The people of his, the outsiders, his and ours as well. Let us go, Fina. If we are untangle all this twisted fate and weave new ones in their place, there is much work to be done. Yes, to the tower. That certainly went well. I only wish I could have seen their face. The thought of being attacked during transport probably never even crossed their minds. Well, you seemed like you need a bit of a pick-me-up, and perhaps now we can rest easy, if but for a moment. Still, they only have been scattered, not killed, and they will surely make it there sooner or later. I will leave it up to you to dispose of them. Remember, though, the goddesses have already entered the tower with the black bell. And two, do not lose sight of your mission. Understood. Alright, I have got a good fight in months. This is going to be fun. Is something the matter? Are you feeling remorse perhaps for betraying your burden and your beloved goddess? Hmm, you needn't concern yourself with me. Once I accepted this demonic power, I was freed of such sentimentality. It's in its place. Of course, your powers will surely grow as you become more accustomed to your demonic nature. Though I must say I greatly look forward to seeing what you're capable of. I love the music in that game. From the top and then going to the bottom of this. Alright, we've reached the tower entrance. Hmm. So I'm to start searching area and working my way up. Then, that's the idea, yes. We cover more ground if we search floor by floor without relying too heavily on transportation. The three of you will split your effort and search every nook and cranny of this tower to find and capture the goddesses. The other have been assigned to the upper and middle tier, so the lower deck are all yours. Very well. What are you doing? Have you turned on us so quickly? We've got company. What? Hold it, you three. Stand down. I did not summon you. Hey, works for me. It's feeding time. Yum nom 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 nom. You brute, you killed 3 hours without even a moment of hesitation. In exchange for cooperating with you, I am given leash to kill any demons I find in this tower and absorb their essence. That was the agreement, was it not? Fine, those are Lord Dallas' orders. I won't question you further. But we will be watching and make no mistake. We expect result. Assume you understand the consequences when you fail to live up to your expectation, no? I have a general idea. I intend to apprehend the goddesses before those other two even know which way is up. Haha, you talk big. Let's hope you can deliver upon those words. Now before I go, there is something I must give you, Air. A crystal? It's a magical item crafted by Lord Dallas, patterned after a similar object from Yes. It has the power to activate any demon statue you find within the tower. Demon statues, like that one, I presume. It's my understanding that when the tower was being constructed, those statues you used to wield and retain control over the demons. They were once goddess statues, were they not? Haha, isn't it delightful? The conversation shared by the twin goddesses twisted into such monstrous form. Does it not fill your heart with joy to see such beautiful corruption? At any rate, the Dark Crystal also holds the power of teleportation. It can transport you instantly to any demon statue you've activated. Got it. Good boy. I'll trust you'll do your utmost in service of Lord Dallas. For if you fail, your life, or should I say your very soul, will be forfeit. My life, my soul? Hey, not much to lose then, literally. Alright, let's give it a shot. Well, that was simple enough. Not much to look at, but it served its purpose. Alright, with that 30,000... Well, it's just enough to have that at least. Not that it matters at the moment. But it's a start. Tower of Shadow Tiffs. All the artifacts stolen from Yes, is it? I see the altar is leeching out its power to aid in the ritual. Well, finding the goddesses and the Black Pearl is my only real priority. I don't see any harm in helping myself to an artifact or two along the way. Godspeed. Getting that up. Come on now. What? Where am I see it's a teleport trap designed to dispose of all non-demons. Zavam must have intentionally left me to find out about it in my own. If I can stimulate the demonic element within me, I should be able to change my form. Hopefully that's all it takes to get me through. Fruity. That side first. Yes. Now to the hottest side. The crest and the roux. Never expected to see a roux in a place like this. And those horns, it seems your kind was transformed into demons by the poisonous gas outside. Hmm. I'm sorry, but I don't understand what you're saying. A cursed sacred beast, though. We're not all that different, you and I suppose you're hungry then. I get it. Hunger is a language we all speak. Come to think of it, I did pick up that thread of fruit earlier. But it's a piece of Claria ore. Claria yields a fascinating metal indeed. I can feel its energy coursing through my claws. Still, I'm surprised to see these sacred beasts have retained their ability to work with it, even after all that happened. I guess they're hanging on even harder than I am. Oh, don't mind me. It's a wonderful gift, and should prove most helpful. Thank you. Now that dies relatively quickly now. I might as well try to get that level. Now will it be a catastrophe for me? Who's there? Hmm. I don't believe I've seen you before. Who are you? There should be no one else on the surface aside from our search party. Wait, long time no see, Galleon. Not since the War Council meeting the night before Solomon Shrine was lifted to the sky, I believe. No, it can be. Toal? Toal fact? You're alive? Why the hell didn't you try contacting us to let us know? Not that there was really any means for you to do so, I suppose, once the shrine was reborn. Still, it's amazing that you've been able to survive all that happened. Tell me, Commander Tova with us as well? No, the Commander is dead. I'm sorry to hear that. But you're alive, and that's cause enough for celebration. Though honestly, I can't imagine that was going through your heads for two of you to still laugh like that. Though, I'm sorry, Galleon, but I have no intention on catching up on all the time with you here. I don't understand. Tell me, what happened to your armor? Why are you just like that? And where's your Clarius sword? I discarded both my armor and my sword, as they proved to be little use against the demons. But even if that weren't the case, I'd still find this style of dress more suited to my current situation. Your current situation? From beyond the borders of this, a group of sorcerers has been drawn there, practitioners of dark magic. They are capable of exerting control over demons, and have used that power to overrun the lands. They call themselves Darklings. And my current situation is that I'm working with them. Wait, are you trying to tell me the demons who attack us were being controlled by some outside influence, and you're helping them? How am I supposed to believe that? Sorry to disappoint you, but I speak the truth. I am now an enemy of his itself. In fact, you've got me right in the middle of a mission to apprehend the goddesses, or somewhere in this very tower. You're not joking, are you? Then tell me why. Why would you do this? When I fell in battle against the demon, the Darkling captured me. They invited me to their ranks, offering me a fragment of the demonic power to call my own. I accepted that offer and now serve as a loyal, devoted member of those ranks. No outside influence forces my hand. I have every intention of capturing the goddesses. And what do you mean you intend to do with them? If you succeed, me personally, I'd have sympathy and them to the others. I have been told what will happen to them after that. All I can say for Satan is that once they've served their purpose, they'll be released. And then the Darkling will pull out of his entirely, it seems, leaving the goddesses in my care to do with as I wish. You bastards. Aha, I couldn't let you have whatever left of them if you'd like. To only if you'd take on a demonic element of your own and join me in this venture. Silence. I never thought the great Tolfa could sing this note. We were comrades in arms. We were even friends, but no more. Your life ends there, traitor. Ouch. Anyway, I was losing that one. Ouch. I got even further. Good God. It's end quick on either side you play as. As you can see, I'm faster now than ever. Was before my improvement, and my speed is only growing with time. You should never take on an opponent assuming his skill is unchanged from years before. Alright, you win this round, but we're not true. Bear this in mind, Toal. I absolutely will not accept this change in you. One way or another, I will make you remember who you truly are. Ever the upstanding citizen. I'm sure he makes a fine commander, or a substitute commander at any rate. The search party has likely regrouped by now, which means I need to keep moving. No drops. The bronze key. God damn it. I had it. Nothing worse than an enemy running from you. This is the energy of those demons has tipped the scale in my favor. Ah. Ah. Ugh. So the demonic element within me has finally bloomed. That was an incredible experience. For a moment I felt as if I might consume me altogether. But I think I can keep it under control. So this is what it truly means to ally oneself with demons. I should have no trouble getting through that teleportation trap now. Once I enter the room, I simply transform again. For reals? That was what I was trying to do. But my boost didn't last long enough. Grr. It's so far. It's so far for a thing that I have to do. Mess up in this light. Of course I need my boost completely black before attempting again. As as the one I destroyed, I've come back again. How careless of me. Alright, that seems to have done it. But I must admit I'm impressed by the sophistication of this trap. It would seem the Darkling commands some rather powerful magic indeed. Who's there? Unica. Well, what have we here? Who are you? And how did you change your appearance like that? You saw that, did you? Still, isn't it a proper manner to introduce oneself before interrogating someone else? Ah, yes. My name is Unica. Unica Tova. What? So you're Commander Tova's daughter then? You know my dad? You could say that. But more to the point, why would a little girl like you get sent down to a dangerous place like this? One really must wonder what goes through the head of those 6 priests sometime. I told you my name, so how about you answer my question? You seem to know a lot about what's going on in there, which just makes me all the more curious as to who you are, and if you know anything about what happened to my dad. I'd suggest you ask Gallian about me. I'm sure he'd tell you all you'd care to know. The commander, as for your father, he's dead. So the demons did get him. No, he was far too strong for a mere demon to have taken him down. As it happens, he lost his life in a duel. A duel against another person? Who was it? Who was he fighting? Don't tell me it was you. And if it was, if you keep wandering around this tower, you'll meet the same fate as your old man. So be a good girl and go back to Solomon's shrine, will you? How dare you? How dare you hurt my dad? Stop this. You'll never be able to touch me with skills like that. Shut up, shut up. I may not be able to use magic, but I have to avenge him. I really didn't want it to come to this. And Nishi has the whirlwind, and Toal has the artifact. Lady Ria, Lady Fina. She's out cold. The commander's daughter is older than I'd expected. I thought her to be a little more than adolescent. Her life is not in danger in time she will awaken. Best to move before she does. Tower of Shadow Death. Grabbing all of these and tolling my way to the save before getting the medallion. So for 1,000. I suppose I will take the increase. The increase rate. As it stands, I am level 7. An additional level. This looks like the lesson work. I guess it's a door key. Alright, I guess I was panicking for nothing. I might take as well one more. And then my way up. That should be good enough. Hopefully. Now to take care of that beast. This room. It looks like it's been set up to house one of several larger guardian pits. So this is one of the 6 great demons that besieges. Well, I'm afraid it's met its match. Electrifying the room, but soon that power will be mine. There you go. It wasn't a massacre like with Unica, but that was much more exciting to do. To pull off a worthy foe, but not worthy enough, it would seem. I can feel myself becoming stronger with every battle. It's easy to see why the Darkling favored this way of life. Not too shabby, Clawman. Witnesses. Epona. I get that you're strong and all, but don't forget Zava probably watching your every move. And she's pretty fond of those big suckers. You know, like the ones you just killed. She'll just have to deal with it. That is giving me leash to kill demons as I please. But only duties to find the goddesses and the black belt. Nothing else is relevant. And anything that gets in the way of my search will be eliminated. Hahaha. Well, you got spunk, I'll give you that. I do have a question for you though, Clayman. What is it? Well, you won't happen to have any brother, will you? Why would you ask me that? Well, that search party from us has started snooping around the tower, and one of them looks a hell of a lot like you. And he's a magic user, bit of a baby face, got these eyeball like things that float around behind his shoulder. Ringing any bells? I have the faintest of notion, but I can assure you I have no ties to him. Alright, probably just my imagination. He sure is annoying little shit though. I've already searched the floors below. You should probably head back to your area and keep an eye out for the goddesses. Yeah, good point. Hate for them to sleep by when I'm not looking. I'll see you later, Kalman. Good luck. She never lets that cheery position of hers falter, does she? Guess not all of the Darkling are cast from the same mold. I don't like it though. A sorcerer who resemble me with floating eye like familiar, there's only one man that can possibly. You know, Toal, you really ought to check in with your family from time to time. I'm sure even Priest Fack must worry about you every now and again. I don't think he has it in him to worry about me. Besides, I heard my little brother Hugo was officially appointed as a successor just a few days ago. If I were to show up now, I'm sure my presence would only cause undue turmoil. You're one stubborn fool, you know that? No, Commander, I don't think stubbornness has anything to do with it. You're just desperately reaching for excuses to stay at Solomon Shrine. Hey, come on, Galleon. Ah, no sense playing it cool, Captain Fack. Your face is an open book. It is. See how he blushes? That's the mark of a man whose true nature has been truly exposed. Now. Okay, now that's enough. Well, if it isn't all left you quite a while. Gadna, quite a rare occasion for your sorcerer to visit us here. Gadna has come to give a report to our investigation into Cleria Horror. Oh, that's right, as instructed by the sixth priest. Yes, let me tell you, it was no easy task. I had to trace out every known vein to the stuff. That sounds quite the task indeed. Why do you keep getting assigned such grueling duties? That's what I'd like to know. You wouldn't happen to have any inside, Shan, would you? You are a member of Solomon Shrine clergy, after all. Uh, that... What must you think we clergymen do? I merely manage a property when it comes right down to it. I'm not privy to the same information as the sixth priest. Chat. Perhaps you could ask my father directly. As a sorceress, I presume you have close relationship with him, no? What? No, of course not. It's not at all in my place to question Priest Fact. I shudder at the very notion of it. Ah, I know exactly how you feel. Kinfak is notoriously stern, even amongst his peers. Sounds like father hasn't changed one bit. How's Hugo doing? Well, I haven't had much of a chance to talk to him lately, but he seems to have a natural gift for magic. He's already learned to exercise nearly perfect control over the eyes of fact. Has he now? My, that's quite impressive. Impressive indeed. Just look at that smile. You're so obviously worried about your little brother, Toal. Why don't you just stop in for a visit sometime? Will you knock it off already? Hmm. Pardon my intrusion, Lady Ria, Lady Fina. Toal, it's good to see you. Would you like some tea? I'll pour you a cup. No, that won't be necessary. As I've said before, I am but your humble bodyguard. Nothing more. Your goddesses. I will never deign to be served by a divine being like yourself. If anything, I should serve you. What's wrong? Did I see something untoward? So you've come to see us as divine being now, have you? When we first met, your attitude toward us was far more cavalier, as I recall. Well, that was, I mean, you were hiding your wings at that point, so I didn't think. You didn't think young women like us could be divine beings, is that it? I recall you asking us where the goddesses were, as if we were maids or something. Do you remember that? Uh, Daria, you shouldn't tease him to the poor lad. Poor lad, poor us, you mean? Why, you see, we shouldn't be allowed to show hospitality to scan fewer friends we have. We would rob us of that joy. Yuck, so stilted and formal. Our presence to boot. Such unforgivable rudeness. Alright, I get it. You want me to act like I do around everybody else, right? Ah, yes, please. All this stuffy formality makes daily life far more tedious. Everyone always say the same set phrase to us, day in and day out. You should follow Unica's example. She always speaks her mind with us. Unica, the commander's daughter. I heard you three have become very close. Well, since she comes over once each week to play, she's like a little sister to us. I see. But isn't that sending the wrong message? I mean, you may enjoy spending time with her, but she's not your equal. If her father ever caught wind of this, she'd be in serious trouble. Well then, we'll just have to make sure he doesn't find out now, won't we? At any rate, you are our guest and we're going to treat you like one, whether you like it or not. Hmm. Hmm. Into the water prison. To dash. Up. New armor. Emerald. Oh. Everything's going fine. I might as well get to 30. I'm only halfway through. One more little kill. And now on to the next fight. Hold it right there. You're already in range of all my attacks. I'd advise you to not resist. Hey, it's good to see you too, Hugo. You've certainly grown. I didn't want to believe it, but it seems the knights were telling the truth. Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air. You know as well as anyone just how powerful the eyes artifact are. Hey, I do indeed. And I see you have not one but two of them under your control. You're as gifted as a majesty say. Spare me your empty compliments. Just drop your weapon, otherwise I'd be forced to do as father instructed and kill you where you stand. As father instructed? But weren't you sent there to find the goddesses? Of course I was. But before I left, father gave me another mission to carry out. A secret mission. A mission to seek out the backstabber who betrayed our friend nation of his and end his miserable existence. I see. I'm surprised father even knew about me. But if that's true, then why have you still not attacked? Weren't you ordered to assassinate me? I'm interrogating you. I'll kill you after I've heard everything I need you to know. In other words, you're following father's order blindly, and you don't really want to go through with it. What? Oh, you do then. If so, that's fine. Come and get me. But I don't think if you have it in you, you're grasping at straws. Waiting for me to say something that justifies attempted murder. Thought you're trying to weasel your way out of taking responsibility for your own actions. Haha, you're one to talk. After everything that happened, after what you've become, you're no brother of me. You're nothing but a damn traitor, and you've dragged the fact name through the mud for the last time. You left home at the first available opportunity, and never showed your face again for years, and you think you can lecture me? You go. If you're so eager to die, I'll be glad to help you out. What, what are brothers for after all? I'll carry out Father's order right here and now. I'm going to burn the flesh from your bones, you bastard. When does his boost end? Oh really? I I almost won. And I feel like I'm losing this one. Oh, That was close. Ah, ah, damn you, you won't get away with this. It's alright if you hit me. However, I want you to think about something. Have you ever considered what being the successors of Austrakear really means for you? I've thought about it a great deal, and that's why I chose to abandon my birthright. It may not have been the best decision for our house, but it's what I had to do for myself. But if that's true, then what about betraying Ace and the goddess? And looking like that? Is that something you had to do for yourself too? Yes, it is. You go. You, Kanna, Yusha. It's been a long time, Kanna. I must admit I wasn't expecting you to be here. I didn't want to believe it when Galleon said you'd turn against us. How could a river hero like you, one of the savior of, is sink so low? Savior, please. I've never wanted to be thought of as a hero in the first place. I'm just a weak, weird, low life who gave into the temptation so I could experience the ultimate power. I. Well, at least you're honest about it. So what now? Are you going to fight us? If you'd like. But if you stay out of my way, I won't lay a finger on you. You shall go and help you go to his feet. We're teleporting back to base. Okay. We'll stay out of your way for now. But next time we meet, you'd best be prepared for battle. So I'm no brother to him, huh? Fair enough. I have been out of his life for a long time after all. Family trouble? How sweet. Kishgal. Why did you let them go, Kla? Somehow I doubt you share my distaste for fighting sorcerers. Well, I know they used to be your friend, but that's irrelevant. You've chosen your side, and surely you know the consequences for disobedience. If you got a problem with my conduct, then go ahead and attack me. Eh? My mission is to find and capture the goddesses and the black belt. That's the only thing in my mind. It just seemed like it would be a waste of my time to take up arms against them. But if you want to make some kind of bold accusation against me, then you become exactly the sort of obstacle I was instructed to eliminate in the course of completing my task. Hey, you've got some nerves. Alright, I guess I'll accept that pathetic excuse and let this one slide. Just see it to find the goddesses in the black belt before us. If you're going to talk big like that. Kishkal Demon, we got the jump on Commander Tova. When it comes to restraint, he's easily my equal, maybe even better than I am. Seems like everyone got their eyes on me, sure doesn't make this mission any easier. Well, a piece of clear ore. With my power as they are now, this should prove an easy task. Yes, that seems to work just fine. If I come across any more, I should be able to repeat this process without any difficulty. Well, at least with them, won't have to run for a character to do the boost. Since Toal can do it himself. No problem. Still, it's not a bad idea for me to kill everything I stumble upon. And I shall run within the water. Water is good, water is life. After all. I don't know why I bother stunning them. Where is it going? Ah, little beast. You cannot run away from Toal. Although cannot deal with these turtles yet. Need to get the armor. Hopefully a quick armor. A little fruit underwater. Well, the Roo doesn't mind fruits that are quite wet for a duration that is unknown. armor and its legs. Yeah, slowly going down, down, down. And thunderclap. Yeah, yeah. Alright, where's the last turtle? It's quite striking. You and I haven't met, it would seem. I guess all of you trapped in this tower must be hungry. I'm impressed, you're a very gracious creature, it would seem. Thank you. They worked quite a while. AI damage with Earth. I'm definitely not liking the damage department. But as long as the experience of an easy way in, it's so slippery. Breaking pots. Da, da, da. Already halfway. Yeah. Level 19. It should be enough, right? I suppose so if these beasts pose no threat. Hmm. Hmm. I hope I'm strong enough. And deal with that pest. This is another of the 6 great demons that attack this. Come on down, big boy. Bye bye. Attention, Paul. Adan. Hi, Adan. Is your time against him this time with Toal? It got murdered. Huh? I see, so yeah, she's been pushing herself harder and harder ever since the demon first showed up. I don't suppose you'd tug to her enjoy getting her to slow down a little, would you? Come to think of it, I heard the vein of Claria in the mines have been completely sealed off. Was that the 6 priests doing, or was that you too? It was Ria alone. The priest and I offered Toal, but she insisted she could do it on her own. Alright, I'll talk to her. Ah, so she told you, did she? She's very worried about you. We all are. You need to know your limits. You shouldn't push yourself like that. There's no need for concern. I'm well aware of my limits, I assure you, and I've yet to approach them. I must say, though, I was expecting you to ask me why I did it, why I sailed away the Claria, I mean. You must be curious, no? I think I speak for all of us when I say that we trust you and this experience completely. I've no doubt you had a good reason for doing what you did, and that's all I need to know. But, but what? Do you think you're being cold and standoffish for not explaining your actions to me? Perish the thoughts, I'm your friend. I understand there are extenuation circumstances. You'll tell me when the time is right. Toll. Sometime, sometime even when we get a little scared, our decision of such far-reaching consequences, we're forced to wonder if they're the right things to do. But second-guessing ourselves is unseemly. It makes us appear weak. We must always be absolutely certain in our conviction, never wavering for even a moment. That's what's expected of us after all. We're goddesses. No, that's not true. What? I know I have the experience even half of what you two have, so I probably have no right to say this, but simply put, you're not perfect beings. If being goddesses require infallibility, then you two are only about halfway there. But halfway to perfection is still amazing. Pushing yourself to go all the way is utterly pointless. It accomplishes nothing. Sometimes you have to be able to admit your fault and accept help from those who cares about you. Well, you certainly aren't one to mince words, aren't you? What didn't you know? Speaking your mind openly is what you do with friends. Pulling a lines like that at a time like this, you're incorrigible. Hey, thank you though. If it's alright with you, I think I'd like you to be the first person I discuss this with. When the time is right, of course. Certainly, I'd be honored. Oh, and before I forget, there is another reason for my visit today as well. Oh? Yes, I hope you like it. Hmm. Oh, the guilty fire. Well, I have no worry about the likes of Kishgon. It's still not an easy fight. When I have another time with the mini bosses than the boss, it certainly is something. That was quick. Hmm. Dem fruit. There is still a chest there. Am I supposed to wait for the double jump? Is it on this level that I get it? Easy. Well, level 20. So it's true, you survived. Fina. Thank goodness I can tell you what a relief it is to see that you're alright. I was really worried that you might not be. Though I feel rather bad that I'm the first to have found you. Ria will be jealous, I think. Fina, Goddess Fina, you see me in this twisted form, yet you say nothing. I presume then that you've reached your own conclusion about me? More or less. You've taken on a facet of demonic power now. Indeed, And beyond merely accepting this power, it shows also to accept the urge that comes with it. I am a member of the Darklings now, and in me too is a hunger for battle, and my aim is to sate that hunger by capturing you and Ria. In short, this reunion is not a happy occasion for you. So it would seem that Ria is in possession of the Black Pearl. Where is she? I don't know. She has not been captured, that much I can see, but her location eludes me. How unfortunate. But you're here at least, and I have no intention of letting you slip away. Will you come quietly? Toal. Well, it seems I'm a bit late to the party. Zava, what are you doing here? Initial preparation for the ritual are complete, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to check up on you. If only I'd gotten there a little bit sooner, I might have been able to claim this trophy for myself. Such a shame. Too bad. So you must be Lady Fina. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I do so wish Lady Ria and the Black Belt could join us, however. Pray tell, where could they be? I'm certain you must know. Have it your way then, or the rest would be most exacting in this interrogation. If I were you, I'd tell what we want to know now. It will save you the unpleasantness of what's to come. She's not going to say a word to the likes of you. Father Shion, you. Why has an acolyte of your standing come so far into the tower? After hearing the report from Cadna's team, I felt the best for me to make a personal appearance, but I must confess, this is not what I expected to find. My, I sense a great deal of magical power from this one, but it's so disgustingly pure. No character, no personality, all business. He is the head priest of Solomon Shrine, and a user of holy magic. You could say he's an antithesis of you and your magical studies. So he's as dull as you see. Then what a pity. I have many questions for you, but Lady Fina's safety comes first and foremost. Will you really share to us? What if I were to say I can't? I think you know the answer to that as well as I. You would have no choice but to secure our safety by force. Sounds interesting. I'd love to get a few rounds with a priest, I imagine. It would be a good exercise. As I understand, your strength must be exceeded only by 6 priests themselves for you to boast such a title. Flattery will get you nowhere. I assure you my strength is incomparable to theirs. But it should still be sufficient. Yeah. Ouch. I am so sloppy. Did I won this time on the first try. Woohoo. You are powerful indeed. You're no pushover yourself. If not for my demonic powers, I'm uncertain I could have withstood that. How very modest of you. But I cannot allow you to take Lady Fina away. You know that. Father Shion, this farce grows tiresome. Stop messing around and finish him off. Something's wrong? Finish him off, I said. Or do you intend to disobey a direct order from your superior? No, I do it. So this is how it then. Toal, no, you mustn't. Sorry, but this is my fate. What? Lady Pina. Shion, are you alright? Toal, what is the meaning of this? Looks like we have some interlopers. Any suggestion? Guess we have no real choice. For now, we'll regroup with our Dallas at Trados Annex. As you wish. Adieu for now, people of his. Eventually I will make fine sport of you all. Farewell. Wait. Damn it. No. The beautiful sky, as ominous as it looks. But I see some texturing problem at the top right. It is too evident. So you won't tell us the whereabouts of your twin in the black belt then? As I said before, I simply don't know where to find them. We split up as soon as we enter the tower. Once we locate her, I wonder if she might give us the pearl in exchange for your safe return. No, she will not. We were prepared for such contingency when we chose to set foot back on the ground. Such threat will avail you nothing. What do you think, Tom? I believe she's telling the truth. The elder of the two has always been quick to shoulder the heaviest burden. With her sister in prison, she will no doubt try to forge ahead of her own with renewed determination. Toal, you are quite well acquainted with the goddess, it would seem. I can only assume you were very close with them once upon a time. Of course, if that's true, then you're of little use to me. It would be quite difficult to trust you under such circumstances after all. Even one of the goddesses would suffice for our goals as long as we have the black bell. So what do you say we eliminate this one around now? Wait. I speak in jest, of course. Once we've done what we set out to do, the goddesses would be set free. Those were your conditions, no? Toal? However, I will brook neither incompetence nor interference. And I've prepared just a little thing to ensure our dear Lady Fina has nowhere to go. This is... What the hell have you done? Oh, don't get so worked up. It is powerful magic, yes, but it's nothing more than a barrier. Not bad, is it? We Darklings have some rather sophisticated magic of our own. As you can see, Goddess or no, any attempt to dispel it as is a wasted effort. For you see, this was originally an incantation from your own people. Darklings. Let's explain a few things. You must have opened the Ark. Uh, that we did. And you're descendant of those who turned their backs on the gods, sank the land into the ocean's depth. Do you now realize why we seek the Black Pearl? Its demonic essence represents the crystallization of our highest ideal. No sacrifice is so great that it could possibly keep us from attaining the perfection it promised. I trust we'll look to that way with great anticipation, Goddess. Seems there's a lot more story here than I thought. Yes, dating back even before the founding of this. When Ria and I were young even by human standards. Doesn't concern me either way. Oh wait, there's something I would like you to have. Oh, it can't be. Hey, even at times such diminutive size took a real last bit of effort I had to transpose through the barrier. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this? When I were attacked by demons immediately upon entering the tower. She may not even know she dropped it. And by the time I found it, we already gone our separate way. We'll see her before I will, given the circumstances. So please give it back to her when you do. Why? Why are you doing this? Well, you're searching for her, aren't you? It's only logical to assume you'll find her eventually, or she'll find you, perhaps. That's not what I meant. You don't condemn me even after all I've done. Why would you trust me with this? Because I believe in you. I believe in your determination as well as your unwavering kindness. Thank you, Tom, for being so concerned about my safety all this time. What did you think I'm not nice? I can read you like a book. I don't know what you're talking about. You're free to cling to false hope if that helps you deal with your situation. But ultimately, that's all there are. My only concern is finding Rhea in the Black Pearl. Is there something you'd like to say to me? No, not particularly. You just, you're just an even more interesting man than I thought, that's all. What's that supposed to mean? It takes an iron will to withstand the transformation into a demon. So I can't help but wonder how someone as naive as you can keep from just giving it to temptation and going stark raving mad. You're trying to start something? Don't get me wrong. All I care is about finding worthy opponents. So whatever going in your head, it's of no concern to me. It's just fascinating, that's all. But by all means, go on fighting your good fight. We'll see how far you can take this little charade of yours. Truth to be told, I'm actually kind of excited to see you snap in the end. Charade, huh? I've burned all my bridges. What else can I do? I'm not proud of what I've done, but this is the path I've chosen for myself. Well, now. Wow, that's odd. Is that? It is Commander Tova's greatsword, but why is it there? Oh, that's right, the artifact is the Dallas and Zavastal. This one is from Alstova, and it's getting the same treatment as the other two. Hey, I wonder how I'd explain myself for taking it. They never asked me about the other two, but I might be pushing my luck with this one. I should go. Toal. It's been some time, Toal. I've not seen you since that fateful day. Commander. Commander Tova. Yeah, what's wrong? If you keep bowing your head like that, I won't be able to see your face. I'm so sorry. I have no right to show you my face. It seems much has occurred since my departure from this plane. I have begun walking a path unworthy of a holy knight. If you would, I'd ask that you release me from my oath. I don't believe I'm capable of that. I have no authority over you anymore. I'm no longer of your world. All I can do is give you this. The Crimson Lattice Blade. What? I'm not worthy of such power. Know not what path you've chosen. But even if I did, it will make no difference. Whatever it may be, you must define it. Do not let it define you. Be it glorious, unpleasant, or shameful, or is it one's destiny but your own? Only you can take charge of it. If you are lost, you need only to ask yourself what you wish to become. I have faith in you. I know you'll make the right choices. Commander Tova, I swore on that day that I would endure any shame and hardship if it meant achieving my goal in the end. And yet his word shakes me to my core. I I should keep moving, if only just to see where this path takes me. Hmm. Jumping, jumping, jumping. And that goes up. And we'll end that as well. Up, up. The Guilty Fire. What a name for the place. And a ruby. Alright. What the? This must be the Devil's Corridor. Wait, is that? Unica! You dumb. But there's trouble I don't need. Okay, the color seems to be returning to her face at least. She should wake up soon enough. Unica Tova, commander of Tova's daughter. Maybe it was fate that I ran into her heir. This is for the best. I don't deserve its power in the first place. I'd feel better giving it to the one who does. The Devil's Corridor. I trapped in her spire where the wind is drawn in from outside and converted into a sinister melody that drives all worried mad. That's pretty low, even for this slot. If I transform, its effect should be nullified. Or There may be some way to negate the sound itself. Perhaps drowning it out with the echoes from a melody. No, I don't have the skill for that. If I transform, I should be able to bear the noise with minimal harm. Just have to do what I can to maintain my form long enough. So, well, for now, that's all what I can do. I'm so angry, but I have no strength left. What did I just hear that? For a moment it seems as if I could understand these few words. Am I cursed to live out the rest of my meager existence on this bleak balcony? Well, at least I wasn't just hearing things. I guess this means I've essentially become a demon. You appears to be hungry. Seems you're another unfortunate bystander of the Devil's Corridor. Perhaps there's something I can do to help. I sense a castable power in this ring. Power to reduce the consumption of magical energy, if I'm not mistaken. This should make it much easier to use the Thunderclaw on those demons. Thank you, little one. I appreciate it. No time for me to lose. How can my elf come back? I'm standing still. No? Well, I'll just go take the thing air. About halfway. You are just in time. I feel a little naked right now. It is nice to have it restored. Up. Getting this stuff. And that chest is come on. Take the thing. Well. So the barrier was linked to all those on the torches. They'll have to do a lot better than that. Them construct medallion. Oh. Well, the experience have no problem climbing. As of right now. That should ease me a lot, now that I know where all the clear is. I think I should be good after that level. Yeah, 26. Hopefully that's enough for my stupidity that level. Yes, going in. Hmm. Okay, this time, unlike on my Austrakear run, this time it was a massacre. Against regular bosses, Toal is easier to play with, but against the mini bosses, they're a big pain. Wait, it's you. Um, Thank you for saving me earlier and for giving me my dad's sword. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I go out of my way to help the enemy? I don't know, but you did. When you were carrying me out of that corridor, I was kind of half in, half out. But it was you who was carrying me out. That much I remember very clearly. It sounds like a dream to me. Maybe a nightmare. If that's all you have to say, then I'm afraid I really must be going. Wait, my dad told me about you. He said you were the most trusted of all his men. that you pretty much carried the only night all on your own. I guess that Kishkal guy was the one who killed him. I'm sorry I jumped to conclusion. No need for apologies. I am your enemy after all. I stood by when your father died. I didn't do a thing to try to save him. Seems like I should be the one apologizing to you, don't you think? But the world's a cruel place, little girl. You need to come to terms with that, or you're as good as dead already. Hopefully you learned that lesson earlier when... Wait, how did you get there? Hmm? There's no way you should have been able to make it through the Devil's Corridor in one piece. But here you are, so I'm asking you, how? How is that possible? Well, you can thank your little brother for that. Can you? It's been quite some time, Toal. Circumstances aside, it's good to see you're well. How very kind of you to say, Toal. Well, is a relative term. But let's dispense with the pleasantries. Am I to understand that my brother found a way to silence the devil corridor? He did apparently by breaking some kind of air intake valve on one of the outer walkway. So now it's just a normal hallway, or as close as to normal as anything in this place can get anyway. It's a feat worthy of the successors of Austrakear, wouldn't you say? I see, so he puzzled his way out. Did he? Some way you have changed one bit. What do you mean? Is it obvious? You always get this proud look on your face anytime someone praises your little brother. It was worth coming here just to see that expression. Alright, Unica, let's head back, shall we? Yes, ma'am. Hold it right there. What was that purpose in coming here? There was no time for a proper greeting when last we met. I simply felt it wasn't right to leave on such aggressive terms. Plus our little knight there wanted to thank you for saving her and apologize for all your actions. I trust none of this is a problem for you. No, it's fine. But I've got your attention too. I'd like to address some of the more hostile sentiment you've expressed. Plan to use the goddesses from some nefarious purpose. Talk of conquering is radical material to be sure, but do you really think anyone's buying it? Well, you always were pretty rash jumping right in where the goddess feared to tread, careless as can be. And considering what you've said and done thus far, I certainly have no intention of asking you to join us. But still, just remember, you can depend on us. Should you ever feel the need, we'll always be here for you. That was surely pathetic play on for my sympathies. Russian careless. That sounds about right. But it's who I am. It's what I do best. I might as well see this madness through to the end. Hmm. Toal, you not told me you'd be here. I'm sorry to visit you at a late hour too. Oh, it's quite alright. I don't think anyone's going to get much sleep tonight. No kidding. The rituals start bright and early in the morning, no? That's right. The six priests have already begun their preparation. By tomorrow evening, it should all be over without incident, I pray. That's good. But aren't you worried? We are, after all, only halfway unfiable. Oh, come now. You know I didn't mean it like that. Don't you to be told them about ready to take back that comment. You've never seemed more unfiable than you did to this moment. You have such conviction in your eyes. You truly are a woman on a mission, or more appropriately, a goddess on an eye. Uh, I do feel a bit invigorated by all this excitement, I suppose. You'd think I'd be nervous too, but strangely, I'm not. I feel rather calm and collected, in fact. Perhaps it's the harmonica. Oh, well, that seems a bit exaggerated. But I'm glad to hear my gift is appreciated nonetheless. Oh, it's no exaggeration at all. And the made harmonica forged by Claria by the masters of metalsmith Salem herself. However, did you manage to afford such an extravagant item in time like this? Oh, don't worry about it. Holy nights are salaried after all. I have no particularly expensive hobbies, nor can I think of better use of my money in all the world. Hmm, what was that? Oh, nothing, just thinking out loud. Would you afford me the honor of hearing you play it once more? I missed the beginning of that lovely melody. It would be my pleasure. Just be sure you listen closely this time. Hmm. Sorry to keep you waiting, Commander. It's quite alright. I just figure I might try one last time. It's not too late, you know. Are you certain you won't reconsider? I do not doubt your skills, sir, but I simply cannot allow you to undertake this mission alone. And I should hope you know me well enough to understand how stubborn I intend to be on this point. But you're still so young. You bear the future of his on your shoulder. What purpose could possibly be served by rushing headlong into certain death? To ensure there is a future left to be bare, sir. The demons are already upon us, and the knights and sorcerers have their hands full keeping them at the bay until the ritual is completed. And the only way to prevent them from overpowering us is to strike from within and spawn confusion in their ranks. You said so yourself. Though I do regret the offense I'm certain Galleon will take with me for pursuing this course of action. We're the same rank, yet I alone get to accompany you. I can see the indignation in his eyes now. Ah, yes, so can I. And if you survive, you'll be apologizing for it for the rest of your life. Not just to him, but to your friends, your little brother, and of course to Lady Rhea, most, most of all. Ah, I am prepared for the consequences of my actions, but at least I won't be alone in my shame. I can't imagine how you'll ever get that daughter of yours to forgive you for running off like this. Indeed, our survival will be met with a hero welcome, but eventually the scolding will begin, and humans may pale in comparison. Eternite's dawn is breaking. I think it's time we meet our fates heads on. Yes, sir. Oh, it begins again. Now into the silent desert. Desert? Desert? I am not quite sure what I'm saying. Let's run. Hmm. Since the mask came there. I suppose I'm not supposed to get that chest eater. Hmm. Well, anyway, I hope I'm not supposed to. Jump, jump, jump. Getting the thing there. Well, that was a slow fall. And there I go, jumping around in a desert that happened to be on the 6th floor of a building. That's quite something. Have to be careful. Damage stacks pretty quickly in this game. Now the double jumping. By the power of the Inferno. Oh, so that chest is not there anymore. Okay then. So now I am curious. Now that I have the double jump, I should be able to reach the other side in the guilty fire. Even if it's there just as a joke, I want to see this through. It became SP. Whatever was in there in the first place. Feeding the roux. That's very generous of you. I'll make good use of them, thanks. I'm not alone. An ambush, is it? Your power will only feed me. What the hell are these things? No matter how many I defeat, I can't absorb their power. What? Damn. Since Dallas has been tinkering with the undead. What? Well, that seems to have done the trick. Ah? It's been a long time, Toal. I have seen you since that fateful night. It has been a while. But there you are, Ria. You saved me a great deal of time by coming. Yes, I'm glad I happened upon you as well. There's something we need to discuss. A grievance I wish to air with you as it were. Oh, and what that might be. Related to my capture of Fina, no doubt. No, it's about that day, that night, when you stayed behind on the surface without saying a word to either of us. Well, it was only after the ritual has been completed and the shrine raised into the heavens that I heard what had become of you and Soul. You can't even begin to imagine how much Fina and I grieve for you. Our closest friend that disappeared into the night purposefully, getting himself lost in a damn land without so much as a goodbye. We began to think that our friendship, everything we've been through together, may have been a lie. No, that's not true. I did it because I care about you. Whoops. You said these words. You actually bottled that? Well, I'm certainly no actress, so I suspect my audience may simply be a bit naive or gullible, perhaps. Pity. I was beginning to reconsider my stance on the matter. Perhaps it has been all a lie. I am after all a traitor to his now. I have accepted demonic power and even kidnapped your sister. And that won't be the last of my misdeed. Now that I have you and the black belt in my sight, I can't simply allow you to escape. But I will afford you a chance to come quietly. Will you accompany me without resistance? No, I won't. I can't. I can't let you die like this. Huh? So I was right. Your face has always been extraordinarily easy to read, my dear Toal. What nonsense are you speaking? Why would I ever let myself get killed? To destroy the demonic essence, I would presume. But it won't work. Unless the essence originates from the black pearl. Unless the object itself is destroyed, the essence will remain. The black pearl is a treasure crafted long, long ago in the age of the gods. No man, nor indeed divine entity can destroy it so easily. Which isn't to say it's impossible, of course. Your method simply won't be enough to accomplish it. But by absorbing so much power to become one with the demonic essence, essentially merging into it, could any man, woman, or god possess the ability to destroy the black pearl? But that would be nothing short of suicide. After all, if you and the black pearl are one and the same, then your existence depends on its existence. And if you annihilate your source of life, you too will be annihilated, no less surely of completely. Hey, listen to you ramble. Do you think this is all an act? Look well upon me. Look at what I've become. Little fact you knew died that day. Demon, nay, the demon I am now is driven only by the lust of power, with intent to rule over all else. The demonic essence has given me what I need to achieve this goal. Why would I ever wish? Please, Toal, don't do this. I know how difficult it must be to retain any semblance of reason while taking that form. Do you remember what you said to me before? You told me I was halfway perfect, that pushing myself to go all the way was utterly pointless. Sometimes you have to be able to admit your faults and accept help from those who care about you. That's not to say you're halfway perfect, of course, really. You do nothing halfway at all, it seems. But you should follow your own advice nonetheless. I don't see you accepting any help. I only see you pushing your limits. Well then, why don't you tell me? Tell me, how do you plan on keeping the demonic essence locked up inside the Black Pearl? When I accepted this power, I was given an insight into the true nature of the essence. You might say I felt it. It was like a chaotic, flickering flame, both beautiful and revolting in equal measure, generating demons and darkness unending. If controlling it were such a simple task, no doubt you two would have done it long ago. This won't mess over as soon as the first demon reared their ugly heads. You obviously have some sort of plan in mind, or you wouldn't be there. So what is it? What scheme have you devised so drastic that it drove you and your sister to sneak away into this hellish abyss? I know there's something you're not telling me, something you're hiding. I'm sorry, I can't say I won't, not to you. Consider them a belated thank you for that lovely harmonica you once gave me. Keep them close, you'll be glad you did. Ria, if we cancel away the demonic essence, we'll have averted the worst of the crisis. And you'll be free from this curse you've taken upon yourself. So I beg of you, please, stay your end and leave everything to us. Can't let me die like this, huh? She's one to talk. The look in her eyes was that of a woman willing to accept whatever fate may befall her. And this accursed hour, death is the most likely end to any story, especially if... Wait, of course, that has to be it. How daft am I? That the thought never even crossed my mind until this very moment. I need to talk to Fina. Maybe I can get her to confirm how they plan to sell away the demonic essence, and explain why they sneak down to the surface to do it. Radio's annex isn't far from here. I just hope I can speak with her alone. Really, that's how I bounce off? Come on. Oh, am I that bad at platforming? Am I? Really? I feel really dense. And what's over that way? Meager SP. Alright, come on down. Elevator. Come on. I'm not sure if there's a boss in there. So anxious. Go take an additional level just in case. who's going to be the mini boss in there? Oh, hey Yaklaman. Hey Pona, shouldn't you be out searching for the goddess? You'd think but Zava wanted me to stick around and stand guard. Seems those folk from East have made their way to the upper half of the tower, so they're not far off from here. How about you? Still no sign of Rhea, was it? Yeah, still no sign. There is something I need to discuss with their counterpart, however. If you wouldn't mind giving us some privacy. Sounds scandalous. Well, no one here but me, but I'm not moving from this spot till Zava tells me. So feel free to talk with what's her name all you want. Excellent. Thank you if you'll excuse me then. Alright, that seems to have worked nicely. Pardon me, Toal. Did something happen? You look unusually solemn. I found Rhea. What? But I don't sense that she's been captured. Ah, so it's true then. You two do have some ability to intuit one another's safety. Well, you'd sense correctly. I let her go. Is that so? But my conversation with her was quite illuminating and left me with several burning questions. Chief among them, I want to know exactly how you intend to sell away the demonic essence within the Black Pearl. Ah, your face tells me I've touched upon a tender subject, just as I suspected. The other question I feel compelled to ask is why you two came down to the surface alone. Particularly without consulting the six priests who came here behind the back of your trusted advisors, and I want to know why. Alright then, let's start with your second query. You deserve to know the truth. Oh. The demonic essence distort the earths and distortion give rise to demons. The Claria ore then serves to amplify that effect, but I assume you knew that much already, no? I did, that is fill me in. And he has mentioned that the Darklings were uninvolved in that whole process. Indeed, they came to us only after the demons had already invaded. Yet almost immediately they learned to harness the demonic essence and build this enormous tower. Does that does that not strike you as a bit suspicious? Now that you mention it, it is rather convenient that they arrived when they did and made all the right moves with virtually no misstep. And ever since then, the demons have been able to counter every one of our tactic, eventually overrunning the lands, almost as if they were one step ahead of us. Wait, are you implying? I am. The Darkling arrival was no accident. They were invited to us and taught about the demonic essence by one of our own. Ultimately, Rhea and I had no choice but to act alone to ensure that the traitor in our ranks was left unaware of our actions. I must say that's not the answer I was expecting. Who is this traitor, and why will they do this? Unfortunately, the culprit identity is still a mystery to us, but we suspect he seeks our wings. The enable our control of the Black Pearl, and are perhaps the only thing in the world that can sell away the demonic essence. Wait, your wings can sell away the essence? Yes, the dark force can only be controlled by the power of our white wings. Though the cage and energy is so strong, we will need to drain away every last bit of that power. But what would happen to you then? Your wings are the source of your divinity, are they not? If you used up all their power, wouldn't you? No, we will not die. But I suspect we will sleep for a very, very long time. Most likely until the day when the essence react weakens. That's... There's no other way to sell the essence, I'm afraid. So please try to understand why Ria never discussed this with you. I'm sure it would be particularly painful for more so than if you were anyone else. Hey. Though, is that all? I'd imagine so much worse. Fina, I am in your debt. Thanks to you, I think I finally figured out what I have to do. Your eyes, you are no longer lost, are you? Uh, I've shamed myself so much since the whole ordeal began, but I'm trying to carve out a vast niche for myself in this cursed land. I guess you could say I found my motivation. It may not be pretty, but I know what has to be done. Though, whatever you may be planning, please be gentle with Ria. She's focused on her mission and maintain a strong front despite all that's occurred. But inside she's still the same Ria you've always known. This is anything but easy for her. Don't worry, I understand. Such a sad song. So all done with your little talk? I am. I got the information I needed. I intend to resume my search for Lady Ria immediately. Well, thanks for dropping by, I guess. But before you go, that stuck-up sorcerer kid really is your little brother, isn't he? Did he tell you? Yeah, I ran into him a few times while I was searching. Why'd you lie to me earlier? I severed all tie with this and its people when I joined force with your darklings. And as I recall, that's all I said on the matter. I told you I had no ties to the man, and I mean it. No need to go on the defensive, I believe you. Still, isn't your brother in a lot of danger, eh? No more so than anyone else, I think. I'm not so sure about that. He seemed like he's got a lot of confidence, but I think it's just a mask. You asking me? He's fragile as a twig. Every time I see him, I feel like it might be the last. Like he's about to get snapped into or something. Well. You certainly seem to be devoting a lot of thought to him. But what's that supposed to mean? I was just trying to learn more about him. That's all. I mean, he's kinda mysterious, you know? Fair enough. Well, when he was younger, he was very mature for his age. Always had his nose buried in books. And he idolized his big brother. Anywhere I went, he was sure to be only a few steps behind. Then I left home, and I think you grated me for having abandoned him. I can't even imagine him as a little brat chasing after his big brother. But that's not the sort of intel I was looking for. I mean, he's the enemy, right? I just want to know what I'm up against. That's all, I swear. Hey, what a terrible liar. Tutu. So no fight for Toal in there. But he does have an additional fight elsewhere to make up for it. Not the brightest thing I could have done. Over there. Whew. Well, no wonder they are worth that much experience. Ouch. And your armor is nice. New level. I am so clumsy. First going up there. Next, I go. Well, I guess I'm sliding there now. Now, before I go forward, I wanted to go on that other path. Some more Claria. And now I'm good to go. Good God. I might as well go all the way to it's quite a lot of experience. When I think about it for this far, don't remember having grinded at all. But I suppose that could be sufficient. 19k. Wait, how much the enemies are worth right now? Oh. This will be my last level. That should be good. One level below 35. Hopefully is good enough. Got through it. Hold it right there. You. Somehow I don't think you're here to challenge me. You figured that all by yourself, did you? I've actually come here to ask you a question, nothing more. Is that right? Well then, by all means, ask away. How did you become so powerful? What? I mean, I know you have demonic powers, of course, but I don't think that's the only source of your strength. I have to know what's so different about us. So that's it, is it? Father training must be even more grueling than I remember. Let me tell you something. Father is who he is, and we are who we are. And by the same token, our individual strengths are quite different. Our individual strengths. Well, you're far more skilled with magic than I could ever hope to be for one, which is why I choose to give up my right of succession to you. What? Obviously there's more to the story than just that. And it certainly wasn't an easy decision for me to make. But suffice it to say, just as you once looked up to me, I often felt overshadowed by your accomplishments. You did? I will never admit it at the time, but yes, I saw myself as an end for your choice to succeed the fact legacy. But that was then. Once I became Hollow Knight, everything changed. I found my raison d'être. I had a path to follow, a road to glory. By walking that road, my inferiority complex simply vanished into the air. If that's true though, then why did you throw it all away? Good questions. I never intended to betray my oath or my people. Somehow it just happened as a matter of course. And I've been paying the price for it ever since. Ah, so that's your individual strength, is it? I guess I can't compete with that after all. Not now, not yet. Here you go. Just need a little time to think. We can settle things next time, alright? As you wish. I won't run, I won't hide. Whenever you're ready, just come and find me. Hey, I hold you to that. My individual strengths differ from his or father's. He make it sound so easy. Indeed he does. But it is not easy at all. He is deceiving you. What? You are Hugo, successor of the Ausfac, are you not? If we could have but a moment of your time, we would be most appreciative. Hey. And with that it will be all for me. Thank you for viewing and see you next time on the Blighted Blood.